Happy day, everyone. I am Dr. J. Ramsey, and today I'm going to talk to you about why change is necessary for growth. But we're going to allow some time for individuals to hop on because this is live, baby. All right. And so this is the audio side of CTR Media Network, where you just hear the voice, all right, versus on the screen. We're going to have some amazing things that we're going to be sharing with you guys very, very soon. So stay tuned. And for those of you who have not done this yet, we need you to hop on over to CTR Media Network and download our app on the iOS or your Google Play Store for absolutely free so you can get that encouragement that you need, all right? So let's go ahead and get started. I hope you guys are having a great day. I know normally I don't go live, no, five something in the morning. But anyway, I said, you know what? Let's switch it up a bit because you don't know that I get up really, really early in the morning. Anyway, earlier than this. But why is change necessary for growth? And I had to really think this through and really compare who I was, I would say 5 years ago, or even uh 3 years ago to now. Because many of you already know, I have been a content creator ever since 2009 on social media. I have been a coach for 11 years now, and my specialties are, of course, podcasting, media marketing, or streaming TV, however you want to put it, and also homeschool education. I come from the public school educational system where I used to be a behavior specialist. That's what I used to do in the public school system. And then we decided to start homeschooling our children. And now we have two homeschooling graduates and helping the community with ones who want to start homeschooling. And so for me, I had to get uncomfortable. Okay. And I know many of us, we don't want to be uncomfortable because uncomfortable, many people feel like growth feels good. I'm going to tell you, in the beginning, you would think it feels good. Yes, you're happy because you reached some type of goal or you was able to check off something on your checklist. But to be honest with you, what I have found is that growth, true growth that changes not only your life, but the people who attach themselves to you or align themselves to you or collaborate with you. It is a type of growth that hurts. And I'm not saying that the collaboration hurts, but I'm just saying that it takes a lot of dedication and sacrifice. And when I say sacrifice, I mean sacrificing time that you'll normally spend some time with your family, with your friends, not being able to go to all the things on a fun level, um, taking your funds that you would normally use for something else and you reinvest it in your business or businesses, not being able to do everything that you want to do because you know you have to work hard now in order to rest or be able to yield the fruits from your labor later. Removing yourself from certain situations and not being around certain people in on a inner circle type of way where they're really really close to you. uh you're changing your personality, your wants, your needs, your desires. All of that is changing. And as you change, as you grow, sometimes you end up outgrowing the people that you love the most. And the harsh reality of it is that as you grow and as you go to each level, you lose a piece of who you were before. Let me say that again. As you grow, as you reach another level, you lose, with true growth, you lose a piece of who you formerly was. Like, for example, let me explain it. I am not the same Tina I was not even 6 months ago, 12 months ago, right? So, someone who knew me, say, in high school or when I was in college, when they meet me, my thought processes is different. Uh, how I work within relationships is different. Okay, whether it's business or personal. What I like is different. What I will do, what I will participate in, what I will not participate in is completely different now. And with that difference, you lose the people who was a part of your life at that time that was used to and loved that person that you were in that time. And so true growth, true growth, it is painful. It hurts. And as you build or as you scale, whether you are a career oriented person or you're an entrepreneur or you do a little bit of A, a little bit of B, you have to understand that as you grow, you're going to lose a piece of you every time. It's a sacrifice, it's a give and take. You level up, you may lose some of the people who you used to be around, or you may notice that it's not, you're not as close anymore. And I'm gonna be true, I'm gonna be honest with you. It hurts. It hurts. And you have to have the determination that despite what's going on, you have to keep moving and understand that the people that are there for you, the people that is supposed to be with you, they will. Okay. And you do your best to keep communications open with the ones who you really want to keep into your life. But sometimes we had to learn that we give people the wrong positions in our life. And I heard that before, but I did not really understand it until I experienced it more than one time. And then I finally realized what it was. And when you think about yourself as an entrepreneur, because I'm speaking to entrepreneurs now, then I speak to people who are career oriented or work a traditional 9 to 5. When when you hop on, say hello and I'll give you guys a shout out. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And if you're liking this content, we do have Facebook stars. Okay. And we also have our super chat so you can donate and towards the content and we'll shout you out. So thank you so much for tuning in, listening, and watching because I know you don't have to. And I appreciate it. Now back to the topic. Um, with entrepreneurship, I I am one of those people that it was very difficult for me, especially being a Christian. It was very difficult for me to leave people behind. And it was very difficult because once I'm your friend or once I'm collaborating with you, even if things are not going ideal, um, I'm always looking for a way as I grow, as I scale, as I'm invited in other rooms that in rooms that doors was previously closed and now the doors are open. I get, I get so excited, so grateful, so thankful for those opportunities. And the very first thing that I think about when this happens is who can I take with me, right? One of the hardest thing I had to do and had to and still have to work with to this day because I keep the real and I'm transparent. One of the hardest things in your plight as you grow as an entrepreneur, you put in the hard work, you make the sacrifices to where you're not able to do everything with everyone that you may not have your time availability like you used to have because you literally can't take on every opportunity. You can't be at every event. You can't be at every party or invite for personal or business things. You can't be at every school event. You just can't, right? And so the hardest thing for me as I work harder and the opportunities start presenting itself and more frequently was that I couldn't take everybody with me. Oh my goodness. Just thinking about it right now make me want to cry because the hardest thing, and I still have to battle with this to this day, is that as I see how God is blessing me, not just me, I'm talking about our what we do in our businesses and everyone that's a part of what we're doing. And I think about all the people that I knew before, and many people I still, know and talk to. We just don't talk all the time, you know. And the hardest thing was that I had to go into this season of I have to walk through the door alone. It was the most scariest and also fear and also doubt and uncertainty and let me just say the last thing, an overwhelming feeling of guilt because I'm such a person, a servant leader, that the bulk of what I do is for other people. Okay. And so what do you do when you get an opportunity and it's only for you? That is the challenge of growth. That is the challenge. That's when it's really hard because growth, true growth is painful. It don't feel good all the time. You're happy on one end of the coin, and then on the other end of the coin, you're like, "Oh my God, I'm sad." I'm grateful and I'm thankful, right? And so, just think about it. We're gonna flip it for a moment. We're gonna flip it to ones who work a traditional 9 to 5, or maybe they're in corporate America. And you have, say for example, you and a group of people or you and a group of your friends, you go to college and you go and become an intern, and then you end up getting into, we call it a plant, but it's really called a factory, and you go in and work entry level. And then you start having aspirations of not just wanting to be a worker, but you want to have a leadership role. And so you look on the work board and you see all of these different opportunities available in regards to a leadership role. You see it. And so being that you see it, you're like, okay, this is something that I want to do. And you may even share those ideas with the people who you love, or your friends or your business associates. This is what I want to do. And this is, in 5 years, I don't want to just be on the line working. I want to be a supervisor. Then I want to go up to a GM, general manager, and eventually work my way up the C-suite within this company, which is CEO, COO, CMO, CFO, all those different things, right? But then they don't feel the same way. They're perfectly fine with just doing that same thing over and over, not trying to climb up the ladder. Just, I'm going in, I'm going to work, get my check, go home. Go in, do my work, get the check, go home. And for individuals who want to do that and who are happy doing that, more power to you. But you, on the other hand, you're not happy. And so think about it. In order for you to even achieve just becoming a supervisor, it has to be a mindset shift. You have to also um, do different things in order to qualify for that role, just like with entrepreneurship. And as you're doing that, you are changing, and the person that they knew is now dying, or I can't say that word on social media, is is removing itself a little bit every single day. And so what many of us don't realize is when we put it in our mind that we want something different and we want to do something different because we want to be better, because we know that this life, what we're living, that we supposed to be doing something on a greater magnitude. And then when you get to the point where you say, okay, I'm gonna stop thinking this, I'm gonna start doing this, I'm gonna bring this into existence, right? The thing is this, I want you to understand, as you do that, you're gonna lose some of who you previously was, if not all. Because true growth is removing yourself from who you were before in order to, from the Christian standpoint, rebirth, rebrand, restructure, grow. Okay. And you can't get so wrapped up in all of the emotional side of growth, because growth can be very emotional as well. What do I mean? We think about it. People who you have been around for X amount of years, or maybe it's been a couple of months, but just feel like you knew them or you know them for a long time or have known them for a long time, or you childhood friends, or it may be your mate or significant other who they married or who they're in a relationship with, or that's who they are familiar with. They didn't marry the new person who you are. They wasn't friends with the new person that you're becoming. That's something that is changing real time. And so I don't want you to be too hard on yourself when you start making this exceptional growth. I want you to know that it's a part of the process. It's a painful part of the process, that as you grow, whether personal, spiritual, financial, mentally, however you grow, you will lose some of the people who you love the most, because some people just can't accept the new person. Now, I will say this, I'm going to give you a happy side. There are some people, rare, but some people that as you grow, as you scale, they're happy for you, the ones who have always been in your life. They're happy for you, and your growth is a direct inspiration for them to finally walk into whatever it is that they personally want to do. So sometimes they don't even understand everything that you're doing, but they want to be a part of it by motivating you, and that's good. But I just want to let you know the other side that many people don't talk about. Everyone wants to be a 6, 7, 8 figure earner for the most part, whether you work a traditional 9 to 5 or you're an entrepreneur. But you have to realize who you were when you made 5 figures, or who you were when you made a couple of $1,000s a month versus a day is not the same. Okay. The mindset, the mental muscle that it takes, the dedication it takes for you to cross over and to maintain that, the stability, you are no longer the same person, because you had to become the person that you needed to become in order to achieve what you are currently achieving. And I just wanted to, because I feel like someone is maybe going through this, and it's difficult for you to kind of accept that you have to leave some people behind. Now, in some cases, leaving some people behind does not mean that you're leaving them forever. So, in some cases it does, but in some cases it doesn't. But you do have to leave some people, and leaving don't mean that you completely X them out of your life. It just means that you're not going to have as much time to be able to do whatever it is that you was already doing with them. And that, my dears, was one of the hardest things that I still battle with to this day. But I'm way better than what I used to be because I understand the process, right? Whereas before I just didn't get it, but I understand it thoroughly. That's why I feel like I'm moved to share this with you, because I feel like a lot of people is dealing with this and feeling the overwhelming amount of guilt that's associated with you leveling up. And sometimes, sad to say, your formal circles, whether it's family, friends, business associates, personal relationships, meaning romantic relationships, sometimes they can even make you feel guilty for you changing, for you growing, for you excelling. Like, for example, I used to live in the projects, but now I don't, right? I grew in the suburbs. Sometimes the people who are left there make you feel guilty for being able to get out, because it's very few people that get out of the ghetto. Okay. And so, with that being said, you have to develop a more thicker skin. And when you can, go back and make sure that you pour into your community. So that's why I make sure that I always do something for the community. A lot of things I don't even mention, because it's just a part of paying it forward and giving it back. And you don't necessarily have to always be something astronomical. It can be you providing mentorship. It can be coaching. It could be connecting individual with the community to different resources and stuff. It don't have to always be monetary, but it can be something that you see a problem in your community, and then you create the solution for that particular problem, or you align yourself with organizations and individuals and businesses that can solve that problem. And you tell them the problem, like, okay, this is the problem. I know you have this service. I know you have this nonprofit. Can you help this group of people? It's more than one way to help. But with that being said, I don't want you to allow the guilt to stop your momentum. And I want you to change as your circle change. You, when you lose certain people, I need you to have the courage to add more people in your life that are have the same mindset, that have some of the same similar goals, that when you feel like giving up, they will be able to see it and identify it, because they are like you, and they'll be able to be inspirational and motivational to you, and vice versa, you to them, so that you can continue your purpose driven life. Okay. And so today, I hope that this audio wave gave you the encouragement and the motivation, because it has to be someone that's listening or will be listening to this audio wave episode, because normally I don't go live this early. Okay, and even although I be up, I don't do an audio episode this early, and not just random like this. So someone needs to hear this. I want you to know that it's normal and a part of the leveling up. It brings pain. Okay. In closing, I'm going to give you an illustration, because you may be saying to yourself, then if growth is good, then why does it hurt? Okay, think about this. A woman's pregnant, and I ain't gonna go too deep, but I'm gonna start like this. Think about it. Normally, when a woman and her husband conceive a child, it felt good, but then she has to be pregnant, carry the baby for 9 months, then have the baby, and guess what happens? She feel the growth in her belly for those 9 months. Sometimes it's painful, sometimes it's not. But let me tell you, when it's time for you to have that baby, speaking from experience, it's a amount of pain that you just can't even fathom in order to bring life into this world. It's the same thing with every level that you meet as a career person, a traditional 9 to 5 worker, or a corporate America, or being an entrepreneur. It's the exact same levels once you decide that you want better. It's the same thing. It is the exact same thing. At first, it feels good. Oh, it's so good, so good. But as you go through the process of it, you grow, you expand, and changes happen just like with the baby. As the baby start getting eyes, ears, nose, body, brain, all that stuff is forming, things start expanding and growing. And now it's just growing, right? Basically, with the business, or when you work in your job and you decide that you want to expand in leadership roles and all of that, or you want to be able to expand your business and be in the right rooms in order to get those sponsorship deals, those partnerships, and all this other stuff that you want to do, and you actually accomplish it, it start getting painful. It start getting very painful because you start losing a piece of who you were, because through your experiences and through the process of growth comes change. Some of the things that you accepted, some of the things that you used to do previously, you're not going to do anymore. For example, you can have a woman that used to run the streets, like we say in the South. Every time you see her, she partying. She's not doing, she's not really trying to do anything with her life. Now, I'm not talking about all women. I'm just giving you a scenario of a woman, hypothetical. And then she finds out she's pregnant, and something shifts that, oh my God, I have a life growing in me. So I can't be partying. I can't be drinking. I need to start taking care of my baby. I need to start understanding how to be a mom. I need to understand how to take care of a child. I need to start looking at videos. I need to start being around other mothers so that they can help me understand what my body is going through. I need to go and be in programs and be in areas where I can learn to do better. See, the whole mind shift. So think about all the females or men that woman used to hang around when she used to run the streets. As she changed her mindset, as that baby grows in her, she start she lose the people as she changed that she probably loved a lot. Growth is painful. Growth hurts. Growth, you will lose something in order to gain more. That is the process. And so, on your plight of growth, I want you to understand and drop the guilt. Stop feeling guilty because you work hard and now you're reaping the benefits. I want you to understand that with growth, just like you feel good, it also has the other side. It's a two-edged sword. It has pain. You can't have growth without having both sides of it. You can't skip anything, but it's normal. Okay. I hope this audio wave helped you out as you grow, as you accomplish multiple different levels of success and purpose in your life. And I am Dr. T&J Ramsey. If you need any self-improvement, we have Self-Improvement TV on our network. We have Grateful and Hopeful TV, Entrepreneurship and Career TV. We have Events TV. We also have community outreach and nonprofit TV. We have entertainment and lifestyle TV. We have Pod TV, and what you're hearing right now is audio wave. How can you be able to get the education and entertainment that you need to thrive? And we're doing it for the community for absolutely free. You can have access to it. You just go, if you have a cell phone, you can go to your iOS app, your app on your Apple phone, download it on your Apple Place with Apple Store, search CTR Media Network, and download our app for absolutely free, and you can watch our content on the go. The same thing you can do if you have an Android device. You can go to Google Play, search CTR Media Network, download it, and you'll be able to listen and watch our content for absolutely free. If you want to have uh the whole I would say enchilada of what we offer with CTR Media Network, and you do not have all of those various different devices, because now you can watch us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV as well. But if you don't have access to those devices, you can literally go to our website at ctrmedianetwork.com, click the online TV tab, and be able to binge watch um almost all of our shows that's on our platform. And if you want to see all of our podcasters that we are featuring right now on our platform, hop on over to CTR Media Network YouTube channel, and you'll be able to connect directly either from our website or from our YouTube with our podcasters and their amazing content. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and notification bell. And remember, in order for you to walk into your best life, you have to leave your former life. Uh-huh. Know it, understand it, and walk into it. Don't be afraid. Because once you get completely to where you are, then you could offer people a seat to your table. But until you get there, you can't. All right? So, remember, true growth, it don't only feel good, but it has a painful side. And once you understand the painful side and be able to walk through it, you're going to be able to, I would say, master the art of growth. On that note, have a great, amazing rest of your day. I will talk to you later.